Bedtime over here. And this segment is called Bedtime Story with Mrs. Kat. I have my snuggle buddy from Jesus above here. This is Lucille. You know Mrs. Kat has 7 kingdom kids? I do. So, as we get ready to start our story, oh, hold on. You see my friends? What time is it? It's time to choose our snuggle buddy. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Lucille chose her snuggle buddy. Look. That's her snuggle buddy. And I'm going to choose one of Lucille's snuggle buddies, Miss Jellybeans. Here's Miss Jellybeans. So this is my snuggle buddy. Miss Lucille has her snuggle buddy. Do you have your snuggle buddy? All right. Well, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to go get your snuggle buddy. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm snug in my bed and I'm ready to read our story tonight. So let's get started. The Berenstain Bears go to school. When summertime ends and the weather turns cool, most little bears are ready for school. It had been a wonderful summer for the bear family. They had gone swimming and boating at the lake. They had picnicked in the woods and taken many walks along the sunny paths. But now summer was just about over. There was a nip in the air. The birds were beginning to fly south, and the leaves on the treehouse were changing colors. One evening at supper, Brother Bear said,
"I'm getting tired of summer vacation. I think I'm ready to go back to school."
"That's good news,"
said Papa Bear,
"because school will be starting again very soon."
Sister Bear's ears perked up at the word school. Mama Bear noticed. "As a matter of fact," she said, "Sister and I are going to meet her new teacher tomorrow." This year, Sister would be starting kindergarten, and she wasn't quite sure how she felt about it. She liked being at home with her mother and father, her books and toys, and all her friends.
"What will school be like, Mama?"
she asked at bedtime. "You'll find out tomorrow," said Mama as she tucked Sister in and kissed her goodnight. The next day, Mama and Sister packed a lunch and took the long walk down the winding dirt road to the Bear Country School. Handy Bear Gus was up on a ladder fixing the roof. "Hello," said Mama. "This is Sister Bear. She starts kindergarten next week."
"We'll be glad to have her,"
said Gus.
"Miss Honey Bear is the kindergarten teacher. We'll find her inside."
"Hello there,"
said Miss Honey Bear in a loud, jolly voice.
"Come right in and take a look around."
Sister thought Miss Honey Bear's voice was a little scary, but she let Miss Honey Bear take her hand and lead her into the kindergarten room. What a big, friendly room. It had yellow curtains and tables and chairs that looked just right for someone's sister's size.
What do you do in kindergarten?
Sister asked as they sat down for lunch.
We read stories, sing songs, learn our ABCs, paint pictures, play games, make things out of clay, build with blocks. We do a lot of things,
said Miss Honey Bear. Those were all things Sister liked to do, and she had never seen such big jars of paint or such fine blocks. There was even a whole barrel of clay. School might be fun after all, thought Sister by the time she and Mama started home. But when the big morning came, Sister began to worry again.
Mama,
She said,
what if I don't like school? What if I just don't like it?
Just then, the big yellow school bus pulled up to the treehouse.
Stop worrying.
Said Brother Bear.
School is fun. You'll like it. Now let's get going or we'll miss the bus.
He grabbed her hand and away they went. Every so often, the bus stopped and more bears climbed on. Most of them were excited like Brother, but some of the smaller ones were quiet like Sister. As more and more old friends climbed on, they got noisier and noisier, and the smaller ones got quieter. The little bear who sat next to Sister began to look worried, so she smiled at him and held his hand. At last, the bus arrived. The Bear Country School looked very nice. Handy Bear Gus had fixed the roof and painted the trim and cut the grass. And Miss Honey Bear's kindergarten room looked beautiful. Everything was ready. Before very long, the kindergartners were noisy. 2 of them wanted to play with the same dump truck. 2 others wanted to look at the same book. And the whole gang of them wanted to be the first to play with the blocks. What a commotion! Suddenly, a loud, jolly voice called out,
Story time!
Miss Honey Bear was calling the class to the book corner. That quieted things down. After the story, Sister tried everything. She painted a picture, helped build a block city, made a giant clay donut, and looked at the books. She ate all of her bread and honey at snack time, and she fell asleep at nap time. When she climbed off the bus with Brother at the end of the day, Sister was the excited one.
Mama, Papa, look what I did in school today.
She said, holding up her painting. A few days later, the weather turned warm again, as it sometimes does in early fall. Brother was restless at breakfast.
I wish it was summer vacation,
He said,
so I wouldn't have to go to school today. Oh, come on, Little Bear.
said Sister.
School is fun. Let's get going, or we'll miss the bus.
On the bus, all the bears were talking about the things they were going to do at school. Soccer practice, science projects, music lessons, all kinds of things. Thought Brother Bear. Sister Bear was right.
School is fun. And off they went in the big yellow bus to the Bear Country School.
Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah 4, verse 10. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in manner of living, in charity or love, in spirit, in faith, in purity. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. Well, friends, that was a wonderful story. Mrs. Cat is tired, but before we go to sleep, did you enjoy the story? That's good. Can you tell Mommy and Daddy who the main characters were in this story? Very good. Did they solve the problem in this story? Good. If they did, what was the solution? What did they agree upon to fix or solve the problem? Very good. Well, I couldn't go without letting you know that my very own snuggle buddy is in bed. You want to see? Okay. Well, Miss Cat's going to her bed. I'm nice and warm. And I will see you next time at Bedtime Stories with Miss Cat. Okay? Good night. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Good night.